You're right, Max. There might be a little excuse in there, but he's really telling the truth. And I'm in day-to-day communication with my sister and teammates, LA Sparks, and I have friends in both bubbles. And they say it's a real adjustment, but this was the expectation as well. There's absolutely no home court advantage. They feel like it's literally who gets announced first when you get to the gym. That's the home court advantage, and that's it. You go and play. And when you're LeBron and when you have packed gyms, since you guys mentioned freshman year, probably even middle school, let's be real here, it is an adjustment because he is the man in the arena. But guess what? There's no arena. We can talk about, the dunks and how he is the unstoppable force meeting an immovable object, but really, LeBron's biggest advantage is, as you mentioned, Max, it's that he is better than most at controlling his surroundings. But now the surroundings are controlled with no fans. So every player feels this. And I just like to add that, people get added motivation from their environment. We all know this, the good and the bad, which is why Kyle Kuzma's shot, it felt like we were still watching a game packed with fans. That's how great the NBA and the WNBA have been in creating the scenarios. But people also get motivation from the bad. The good means the fans are going crazy, but the bad means that you feel pressure when things aren't going your way. And I can't even believe I'm probably going to admit this to y'all, but I got booed every time I touched the ball when I went back and played my former team for the first time in Connecticut. And even actually every time this last year. But that just made me want to work harder. So that is out of the equation. The fans cheering for you or the fans booing you. And as athletes in our core, the part of this game, with the fans and that energy, that part is in our DNA. And now we have to find something to fill that void. That's what you're hearing from LeBron James. He's trying to find something that will give that added motivation. Even though, we consider him to be superhuman, there are real human aspects that players are adjusting to in real time in the bubble.
Janae and Stephen A., the thing about LeBron, too, is you think about, it's not Tim Duncan. It's not the big fundamental. It's LeBron is so spectacular a player, especially with the ball in his hands, because he can do a lot of the stuff that Kobe and Jordan could do above the rim. But then you add in the passing ability that's like Magic or Bird. It's like every time the ball's in his hands, he's so electrifying. That crowd noise to him may mean something different even than to another great player who's not where the possibilities of a spectacular play, either shooting or passing or getting to the rim, are as high as with LeBron James. The crowd noise may affect him out of proportion.
I think for me, when I'm listening to both of y'all, and I'm like, there's nothing about the point that I made that's disagreeing with anything anybody's saying. It's just illuminating it. I'm saying in the end, what it comes down to is that it's challenging to maintain the level of interest that you customarily have had because the confines are so different and significantly less enthusiastic. I mean, think about it. If you go from all of your life, certainly your entire career, you've played in front of a minimum of 18 to 19,000 fans in attendance per night, every single game of your career. And you go from that to basically nothing. That is an adjustment because, oh my goodness, you have nothing but yourself to feed off of. You can overcome it, you can do it, but in the end, it's still a challenge. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.